Hi, this is Carmen Roman. I am a clinical psychologist and I love to help parents and community leaders to overcome their fears and succeed emotionally. So, today we are going to be talking about the difference, sometimes very small difference, but important, between loving or hurting ourselves. Do you love or do you hurt yourself? So this is the question today. What we do that is in our benefit, that we do what we do that it really doesn't help us to succeed emotionally. So we are going to explore the kind of attitudes that we want for people to have when we are determined to love ourselves. What are very simple steps to follow and what we need to explore, what areas of our life we need to explore. Stay with me because this is going to be a very beautiful episode.
Living in harmony is possible if you know your emotions and how to handle them. Dr. Carmen Roman will share with you in an engaging way the current psychology by sharing herself or interviewing experts who will inspire you. Learn how to live a life of fullness and how to recover your emotional harmony with Dr. Roman. Welcome to Emotions in Harmony.
Hello again. I like the introduction better. I like to hear the introduction and then the intro for the episode. Let me know. This is a difference. Let me know if you like it as well. And we are always loving your feedback, whatever. Let us know how we are doing. Let us know the topics. Today's topic is one of my favorites because it's not about trauma, it's not about suicide or sexual abuse or something, nothing huge. It's just these baby steps, these baby differences that we do with ourselves every single day. And sometimes we don't even notice. But these small habits or these small behaviors sometimes really piles up and really at the end of the day it can tell us if we love or we just don't love ourselves. Yeah. So when I was preparing the topic, I was thinking, what is it? What is it in our human capacity that there is a lot of information out there? There is a lot of books, there is recipes, you name it, everything in the self-help industry. And yet we are still struggling. Yeah. I don't know. We need to figure out a way to stick to our plans when it comes to New Year's resolution or when we have a goal or something. We just hinder ourselves. We are sometimes our worst enemy. Come on. Yeah. So I have been reflecting on that. And I am guilty. Yeah. You can see my books and my library and everything. And I have read for 20 years of something psychology. You think that I will figure out by now, and I still go and open the fridge and get that piece of cake. That ice cream. No, it's painful. So, but here we are. And you know what? I love repetition. We live in repetition. This is what we need, and we need it, period. We just do it, yeah? If I need to hear from Oprah or from my dear friends, psychologists who had this wonderful podcast, or from other motivators, if I need to hear it and that help me to stay on track, let's do it. If we need to remind ourselves every day about, am I loving? Am I damaging myself? And I am going against me? Yeah. Am I my worst enemy? So slowly, every day, we need to just keep on track. So this is the aspects that I suggest we review. First of all, let's distinguish what is love and what is hurting ourselves. So the love is clear actions towards our health. Clear, measurable actions. Yeah, doesn't count if you have it in writing, doesn't count if you read 20 books, doesn't count if you know the topic to talk about it. It's just small, clean actions. Yeah, and let's talk about hurting ourselves in the same way. Small, clear actions that are not for our benefit. Yeah, okay. In Spanish, we have a difference. We have love, amar, and we have querer. Love has two different words. Amar is very strong, it's a commitment. Querer is just like, I like you, yeah? Or I want to be around you. And we want to make the distinction in English as well. Sometimes English is limited, sometimes it's less words. But we want to talk about that kind of love that is conditional and start as a condition, like I want to, if I love myself, I want to demonstrate myself, but we want to tap into this unconditional love, into this self-compassion, and stay with me because I will explain that. The suggestion is that we really reflect, take a look in various aspects of our lives, and then gather information. Yeah, we can even ask friends who know us, or we can even ask, our family or friends or co-workers. Let's explore a couple areas in our life. Let's explore our health, of course. Yeah, let's start by our health. Am I eating a good diet? Am I eating on time? And I am sleeping on time? And am I enough? Am I sleeping enough? Am I taking care of my health? Do I know my health issues, and do I proactively take care and look information and act on it? Yeah. What about my relationships? Is there something in my relationships that are not useful? Do I need to change, negotiate, eliminate some of the relationships in my life? What about my job? Is it fulfilling? Can I do something different? And am I using my talents in my job? Am I happy in my job? What about parenting, in the parenting area? How I can do better? How can I do better for those human beings that are my children? Like how I can be a better role model, and not in the terms of being perfectionist. We are not looking for perfectionism. I gave up a long time ago in perfectionism. We are looking for real, loving, present. Yeah, if we manage to be real and loving and present and be compassionate with ourselves and others, then we are good on track. This is what I think. You let me know. Yeah, I keep examining, and I keep thinking about what attitudes I observe in my clients. Those clients that advance faster, and those clients that, or sometimes they just come. There are some people that take therapy for personal development, not necessarily because they have a trauma or something. They come and they say, I want to be more creative, so they are already in good place in their life. They just want to do better. So that is the area of personal development. So what I observe in those kind of people that we can copy. Yeah, what attitudes we want to take into consideration for ourselves. The first attitude that I see is reflection. People tend to have moments of reflection, and they really sit with themselves, and they are willing to tell themselves the truth, because not everybody is willing to speak honestly with themselves. Yeah, but if you are willing to reflect and tell yourself of areas of improvement, it will be really helpful. So we need to explore how serious are the self-injury that we do, the emotional injury that we do when we don't love ourselves. Yeah, what are the familiar patterns? Are we inheriting some patterns from our families? Are we duplicating all of these patterns? Yeah, these behaviors that go generation after generation. Are we repeating those? Are we, Responsibility is another one. Another very good personal trait is responsibility, and let me define for you responsibility. Responsibility is the ability to respond. The ability to respond is how the Gestalt therapy defined the word responsibility. If you have the ability to respond in moments when you need it the most for yourself, we will say you are loving yourself. If you have the ability to respond on time, honestly, with precision, with care, with love, with positive outcomes, then you say. And there is a difference between responsibility, being responsible, and blaming others. We don't want to blame others. Well, it's nice. It's momentarily is good because at least I can throw it under the rug and think that this time it was my landlord. This time it was my landlord. It was such an ugly person. Or this time it was the cashier in the bank. Or this time it was my wife, my ex-wife, my ex-husband. And then we go on and on and on, and we think we can get away with it. That's the most beautiful thing about human beings. Sometimes we think we can get away with it. But we don't. Our life keeps bringing you the same challenges again and again. So sometimes, or most of the times, I will say it was nothing in the external. It was something in the internal that it was not up to the challenge. And life will keep bringing you the challenge again and again. Well, this is what we are going to analyze, but we are another personality aspect, another personality trait that I see in these people is consistency. Consistency. I will do a change, and I will do a change again and again and again. If I promise that I'm going to go to the gym, I just need to, put myself in the car and drive to the gym. And it will be easier once I get into the gym. It will be easier. I need to do what I need to do. I know the routine there. But the difficult part will be to put myself in the car. I personally do. I do so many trips in my house before jumping into the car to the gym. Because I forgot the keys, because I forgot the shoes, because blah, blah, blah. And it can spend 15 minutes going around, and then, okay, it's late to go to the gym. Let's blame it on the house. So if we have consistency, of course we are going to get results. Actually, let me tell you something. We probably are in that bad part of the we are hurting ourselves because we are consistently hurting ourselves. We are consistently eating what we shouldn't eat. We are consistently not going to the gym. We are consistently being in relationships that are not good for us. We are consistently allowing our job, our workplace to be not a good place for us. So we are consistent. We know how to be consistent. We just need to flip it. So it's painful. I know it's not nice. It's not good. But let me tell you something. Is it painful? It's painful to live the way you live? Of course it's painful. You may get adjusted to it, but you may think that sometimes it's normal. But part of my job and part of my goal in life is to tell you that pain, suffering, emotional discomfort is not normal. That we can do better. I believe that. If I didn't believe that, I will not be in my profession. I believe that emotional pain is not normal. And I'm going to put you an example. I have once a client that when we start talking about her symptoms of anxiety, she say, no, let's don't talk about it. She was many years in therapy, and she was adjusted to live with her anxiety, and she was new to me. So I wanted to work in the anxiety, and she said, no. And many clients do, actually. Many clients I love the United States because people in the United States, they can think that therapy is forever. I mean, I love it because that gives me more clients, yeah. But no, what about if we think about therapy for a certain amount of time when I am going to fulfill certain goal or certain goals, and then I am going to say goodbye to my therapist for a while and then come back if I need to, or come back to another therapist and work in another aspect of myself. If we think about therapy about more fluid, yeah, then I will put the therapist to work for me, and I will put my therapist to earn the privilege to sit with me with every session, because we know we only have 10 or 20 or whatever, 30 sessions, and we may not have more than that. I like to think about like that way with my clients. I want to work. So this person come and say, let's talk about your anxiety, and say, no, that's okay. And I say, oh no, that's not okay. Let's talk about it. She didn't like me. Oh no, she didn't like me because we needed to go into the very painful parts. Yeah? And we needed to go. But we went together. The difference is that she was not doing it alone. We went together. So we went into very painful parts. And then it was painful. Some topics were like kind of opening a wound, yeah? Imagining like you put a lot of food in your fridge and then you close it for months, and then it's time to clean the fridge, and you don't want to do that, yeah? Like, but imagine that another person comes with you and say, let's open it together. You are going to do it. Yeah? Nobody's going to do it for you, but we will be here together, and we will do it, and it's doable, and you can enjoy that fridge again, clean and ready to go. I love that. Yeah, I love that idea. So, consistency, persistency. Yeah, we want to be persistent. We want to be brave to face those aspects that we don't like and those behaviors that we don't like about ourselves. And the other personal trait that I found is we want to be compassionate. Self-judgment is not helpful. It doesn't allow for creativity. The judgment tends to be rigid. Yeah, it encapsulates us in certain squares, in certain boxes. We want to be flexible. We want to be fluid. So yes, I did that. I sometimes open the fridge and eat all the cake. I ate all the cookies from the freezer. I mistreated my mom. I didn't do the recycling the way it should be. Yeah, sometimes we do that. And if we sit with ourselves and say, yes, I did it. So now how I can do better? Yeah? Forget about self-judgment. It's like, yes, I did it. This is a fact. Yeah, I did it. Let's see what I can do differently. How I can learn to communicate better. How I can learn to recycle, appropriate the trash. How I can learn to communicate better with my boss, for example. I don't know. Yeah? So, just to recapitulate, we are talking about personal traits that people have so they can manage to love themselves better. Yeah? Reflection, they have the ability and the time, they spend time doing some reflection, personal reflection. The ability to respond or being responsible, consistency, persistence, self-compassion, and the last one, faith. People tend to have faith or hope. They tend to have faith or hope in a better result again and again. Yeah? If we have faith in a better world, of course we are going to do better. Of course the universe is going to help us. Yeah? Okay, you say, how I can have faith? Well, probably at the beginning you don't. Yeah? Faith is sometimes kind of elusive, kind of run away from us. Yeah? But sometimes we need to open a little window, like tiny little thoughts of faith, like I did something good in the past, Sometimes I recycle the trash boot. Sometimes I don't eat the cake in the fridge. Sometimes I don't yell at my son. Sometimes I'm even happy and we spend happy moments together. Sometimes I am very good with my husband or with my wife. So this means I know how to do it. So these little windows of hope. And slowly, and with the results, your hope and your faith will keep growing. And this is when it comes, all of this reading. This is when all of these books about motivation, about all of these hours of meditation, all of these hours of listening to Oprah Winfrey, everything that you need to do comes. Because it's kind of feeding your faith and your hope in life. Yeah, and if you don't, you borrow from somebody else. This is why those self-help books are so popular. Well, let's talk about what simple steps to follow, because after this episode, I want you to start practicing some loving, some clear, precise love for yourself. Yeah, simple steps to follow. But let's do some kind of some kind of inter here, because we are going to talk. Brenda is so quiet today. She said she will not talk in English. Yeah? Yes. Not hello?
Hello.
Brenda is shy about talking English.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we are going to let them eventually.
Yeah.
Her English is better than mine.
No.
So Brenda Susana is a Kundalini yoga teacher, yeah, and Reiki master. She's very shy behind the camera. Yeah. She's just handling all the lights and camera and everything for me. She's so kind to be every week with me. We have this adventure because we have fun together.
Yes.
Yeah. So we both meditate and pray and do everything and have hope for you as a listener to support us.
Please.
Yeah. We have the Patreon page, and we have our first patron. As far as I know, it's only one. Laura Regan. Yay, Laura! And I think Laura is listening or will listen to this episode probably. I don't know. She's too busy. But Laura Regan has the Therapy Chat podcast. Go and check it out. If you don't know Therapy Chat podcast, oh my God, what are you doing? Yeah. Therapy Chat is a very popular, it's one of the most popular that I know in the psychology field. So go and check it out. And she kindly became the first patron for Emotions in Harmony. Please join Laura Regan and me and all of us, this team that we do Emotions in Harmony. We would love for you to show precise and concise love with support, financial support for our podcast. There are 3 ways to do it, or there are many ways to do it, but one is $3 per month. You can sign up in Patreon. Go in Patreon and click Emotions in Harmony, and we are there. And $3 per month, and we will call you the Super Amiga. Yay! We have the Super Amiga Laura Regan. Yeah? Or you can go and do $5 per month, and you will become part of the Facebook community called Visionarios in Harmony. And in that community, I am going to start posting, only for that community, I am going to post meditations. Yeah, I'm going to start doing more meditations, and it will be there. And also, I will be more present in that community, because now the Amigos in Harmony is lovely. Come on, join Amigos in Harmony. But it's big, and I don't have more personal contact. So now Visionaries in Harmony will allow me to do that. And to Brenda and to all of us who are working here behind the scenes. And then there is a $20 per month. And the $20 per month, the moment I only want 20 people, not that much, only 20, because it's kind of a beta phase of this. I want to see how we do it, like talking 1 hour a month. Yeah, we get together, we talk for an hour, we open topics, we discuss, yeah, and then those are the people that will be more actively suggesting new topics for the podcast Emotions in Harmony. It will be like the inner club, yeah, of the Emotions in Harmony podcast. Then, when we know how this works, these 20 people, then we can expand to maybe other hours with other 20 people, yeah? But let's see how it works. Experiment with me, please. Have faith that this podcast is growing. Actually, we are growing. Lately, we are growing faster than other months. Thank you for your preference and for sharing. And if you are listening and you say, Carmen, I really cannot afford, or I don't want to do monthly, I just want to give you one time. Go to Emotions in Harmony, click donate, and there. I just want to share a coffee with you. Yes, I want to invite you a coffee, so put the money for the coffee there. And another for Brenda.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't forget me.
Yes. So, thank you for that. Oh, somebody is in... Remember, we are in Facebook Live.
Cristi Martínez, hey, saludos.
Hola, Cristi. Yeah, Cristi Martínez is
Acaba
always...
las risas.
Yeah. Cristi, next time we are here, now is true. Next Tuesday, el siguiente martes aquí.
For everyone.
For everyone at 11.
Well, not for everyone.
Not for everyone, only those the ones can come. And if you want to come, please send us a message or something. We can send you the address, and you will be behind the scenes in Facebook Live, and we will be 1 hour here, English or Spanish, and that will be a $20 suggested donation. Yeah? Something else? No. Okay. So, what are the steps to follow? Remember, we are here in the business of getting you or loving yourself more, but loving you and demonstrating your love for yourself. Yeah? So we are having hope on you. We really hope for you. So this requires a notebook or some piece of paper or probably a file in your computer that is very, very private. Because I want you to be able to share or write whatever to yourself. So it needs to be private, please. So you put a list and evaluate all your friendships. Yeah? Every relationship that you think is important for you, put it in that piece of paper. And then you make notes. Yeah? And you say, the question is how I can be better in this relationship. That's the question. How I can be better in this relationship. How I can improve in this relationship. Yeah? I have a practice. My practice is at least once a month. I think I haven't done it for the last month or two, but at least once a month, I ask my husband, my lovely, amazing, wonderful husband, I ask, are you happy? What I can do better for you to be happy? And then we have a conversation about it. He usually say, oh no, you are doing good. I'm usually pass with flying colors, but no, I insist because I want to learn. Yeah. And then I insist one way or another until I get my answer. What I can do better to keep this relationship alive. Yeah. It's not easy. It's not easy. Relationships are not easy sometimes, but we can do better and we can make them fun for us. Yeah. So this is why you have this list. So what I can do better. You are also going to make a list of the situations that are harmful for you. Yeah. That word is really hard for me in English. Harmful. I am hurting myself. Not hurting myself, hurting. H-U-R-T. Sorry about my English, but be patient. Trust me, I have many years in psychology. I only have few years speaking English. So, decide which ones, you have your list, decide which ones of your relationships you want to invest the most. Yeah? What of those relationships are your priority? Because of your family, because it's friends, because it's workplace, but decide which ones you are going to put as a priority. And you can also actually decide which ones are going to stay. Because some of these relationships you say, I'm going to work for nicely finishing this relationship. Yeah, because it's not working anymore. But first, we want you to have the clear consciousness that you did everything you could for that relationship before you leave. Because guess what? You can finish all the relationships in your list, go to China, start new relationships, and in a year or two, we have the same problems. Because it's not outside, it's inside. Yeah? And some people really need to go from our life, period. Okay. Write a list of negative patterns of behaviors. No judgment. Just write. What are my negative patterns or behaviors that I don't like? I'm not nice. I'm my worst enemy. So write that. Yeah? Write a list of desired changes. Those are the changes that I want to do. And then when you have this list, see, now we have a good information for start working. I have the relationships I want to focus on. I have my patterns or behaviors. I have my list of desired changes. I want to change in this and this and this and this. Yeah? And again, highlight which ones are your priority. Now that you have all of this, the last step is action. Always the last step is action. Well, the last step is feedback, yeah? But the next step is action. What small, baby, tiny, little step I can start with and can be sustainable. I can be consistent, persistent, and have faith that it's going to work. Yeah? What baby, small step? I'm going back to the fridge and the cookies. Maybe the baby, tiny, small step I can do is the next time I'm in the market, don't put the cookies in the cart, in the shopping cart. Yeah? Don't let the cookies come to home. That probably can be a step. Yeah? And that may be helpful. Or maybe I can improve the relationship with my son, but spending 15 minutes going for a walk. Yeah? Or 15 minutes playing the video game he likes. Probably. Yeah. Or listening to this awful music my teenager listen to. Yeah, sometimes it's awful. But 15 minutes is not going to kill me.
Okay.
Yeah? I can survive. And it will be, it will make happy my teenager, why not?
And then you can go to meditate.
And then you can go and do your life.
And meditate.
And meditate. Yes, to let go of the music, yeah. But these little things that you actually go and find what they like and how they enjoy stuff. Yeah. This is my job as a psychologist. I go and immerse in their lives. Yeah. And some parents, they want to bring me the teenager or the child, and they want to leave the child with me and say, here, I pay you $200 an hour. Work with my child. And I say, no. Usted pay me $225 and come with a family. Because I want you to be here sitting with your teenager and your son, and we go together and immerse in their life. And we learn together. And they learn a lot, beautiful things from their children. Oh my God, they start discovering how children, when they are 11, 10, 9, they have such beautiful ideas for life. They do. Yeah? So, let's summarize. Evaluate your friendships, your relationships, the situations that are not good for you. Evaluate good and bad. Yeah? Do an evaluation. Decide which ones are going to be your priority. Yeah? Make a list of your behaviors or patterns that you don't like. Make a list of your desired changes. I am going to change in this and this and this and this. Yeah? And document yourself. Now is the time to go and find in internet every self-help book, everything that I want to communicate better. I want to understand teenagers. I want to not open the fridge and eat the cake. And then document yourself. And then take action. Doesn't matter how many books you buy or read or how many therapy you pay, go and do the action. Yeah? Sometimes I ask my clients, can you breathe 3 minutes every day during the week until the next time we see each other? And then the next session they come and say, did you breathe? Oh no, doctor, I didn't have time. No, okay. Sorry, I cannot breathe with you. I cannot breathe for you. I can breathe here and teach you how, but I cannot go and do this 3 minutes every day with you. Yeah? You need to do it for yourself. Doesn't matter how many times you come to therapy, it's not going to be helpful if you don't have the homework for you. This is the same applied here. Yeah, it's baby, small, little, tiny steps to improve and start showing love to yourself. I really, really hope that this episode was helpful to you. Please share. Please give us your opinion in every platform, Apple, Spotify, whatever, you name it. In every platform you have this podcast or Facebook Live or YouTube. We are in YouTube too. Just share it, please. And stay tuned because we will come with more for the next week in Spanish and 2 weeks from now in English. Bye for now.
We have ended one more episode of Emotions in Harmony. See you the next one when Dr. Carmen Roman will help us to have a more fulfilled life caring for ourselves and the ones we care for. Meanwhile, visit www.emotionsinharmony.com to see the show notes, subscribe, and enjoy more content.